अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आई होप सो आप लोग आफ्टर मिड टर्म खैरियत से होंगे और काफ़ी आप लोगों ने एम्पल टाइम स्पेंड कर लिया होगा। ओके, स्टार्ट करते हैं स्टूडेंट्स विद दिस वीक। हमने बेसिकली वीक 14 के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से थोड़ा सा वी हैव टू सी हाउ वी हैव टू कवर एंड व्हाट वी हैव टू कवर इन आवर वीक 14. Like whenever we are talking about report, so first of all, what we have to know right now what we have to cover, that is about report writing, right? So from report writing point of view, हम already report का एक section, that is project report, or you can say proposal report, sorry, वो हम cover कर चुके हैं. और proposal report के point of view से अगर देखा जाए तो what's the concept? First of all, what is report? Report is any, we can say, sorry, report is any piece of writing uh, where we have to write, that is about report. And whenever we are talking about like report writing. So in report writing, we have different types of reports that can be, you can say, progress report, recommendation report, proposal report, and final report. So generally, there are different types of reports that we have to write when we are talking about report writing. Right now, what we have to discuss right now is about progress report. Now, what is progress report? What's the basic concept of progress report? Right now, we have to see. Okay, now, first of all, proposal report में हम क्या करते हैं students? Proposal report in which we have to propose the idea. That means आप एक idea को present करते हैं, propose करते हैं. That is known as proposal report. But when we are talking about progress report, तो जब आपने एक आइडिया को प्रपोज कर दिया, प्रेजेंट कर दिया, आपने उसको प्रेजेंट किया कि दिस इज हाउ इट विल बी, you can say it will be, you can say, yeah, happens, or you can say how it works in future. तो उसको हम कहते हैं दैट इज अबाउट प्रपोजल रिपोर्ट. एंड प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट क्या होगी? आपने प्रपोजल में तो प्रपोजल रिपोर्ट के अंदर प्रपोज किया. Progress में what we have to do is, now you have to cover, you have to tell us how you have, you can say, uh, covered your work, or what's your progress throughout the session, throughout the week, or daily basis, whatever you have done in that session, you have to tell everyone. तो वो आपकी progress report हो जाएगी. Generally, that means you have to describe about the progress of your work, your task, or whatever you have done. तो ये आपको हम इसको हम कहते हैं progress report. So generally, what we have to cover in this session, or in this, you can say, lecture, जो हमारा वीक 14 का लेक्चर है. What is progress report? Basically, this is what we have to study. Structure our progress report. What will be the structure of the progress report? And daily, weekly, and monthly report, function and content of the progress report, time and format of the progress report, and revision checklist. So, what will be the format? What will be the functions? And how we have to, you can say, structure different daily, weekly, and monthly reports. That can be the types of the report. And the last one is about, then we have to find out the checklist regarding progress report, and you have to revise, you have to review each and everything one by one. So that is about the outline that we have to cover in this lecture. That is about progress report. Now next one is about definition. Now what's the concept of progress report? थोड़ा सा हम जनरली इसको टेक्स्ट के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से डेफिनेशन देख लेते हैं, फिर आपको मैं एक वेरी ब्रीफ जनरल ओवरव्यू दूंगी, और फिर वन बाय वन हम स्लाइड्स को देखेंगे. आप लोग लेसन प्लान से गो थ्रू हो गए होंगे. लेसन प्लान के अंदर काफ़ी डिटेल में ये सारी चीज़ें दी हुई हैं. The way we have to write down progress report, what will be the structure, what are the different set of steps that we have to follow, and how we can develop the progress report and all that, all these things. ये सारी चीजें आपको lesson plans में मिलेंगी. Okay, now what's the concept of progress report? whenever we are talking about progress report, so the basic concept about the progress report is about progress report is informational report that explain what has been done. That means it's about your past. What is right now, what is being. That means right now, whatever you are doing, and what will be accomplished on a long-term project or goal. That means we are talking about future recommendation about future or the future thinking and long-term projects or goals or objective how we will cover or how you will cover. So that means this one is the concept. Whatever you have done, whatever right now you are doing, that is about past and then current session and then future session. सो प्रोग्रेस रिपोर्ट को हम जनरली थ्री पोर्शंस में डिवाइड करते हैं. फर्स्ट आपका इंट्रोडक्शन और पास्ट होता है, सेकंड आपका प्रेजेंट होता है और थर्ड आपका फ्यूचर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से होता है कि आगे आप क्या करेंगे. इसको बड़ी सिंपल वे में आगे हम डिस्कस करेंगे. It provides information about the status of the project or objectives prior to the completion. So what it does, it provides the information about the status of a project or objective prior to the completion. A periodic activity report, it's also known as a periodic activity report, is an informational report that explains everything you accomplished during a specific period of time or everything you contributed to a specific project. So generally, it's in the you can say periodic basis पे आप एक report को लिखते हैं, आप एक information को convey करते हैं. That means this is what I have done, this is what I am doing right now, and this is what we will do in the future. So everything you have to contribute to the specific project or for specific product and so on. So it summarizes the activity of a person's or team most often at the completion of a period of time or project. So generally it can be in the form of whatever a person or a team, they have to explain this is what I have done, this is what I have completed, this is what right now I'm doing, and these are the different, we can say, different set of objectives that we will cover in future. So it's can be in the form of like yeah, the task or the objectives that can be covered or completed in the form of period of time. That is the reason it's known as periodic activity report. So this one is about the basic concept of progress report and the definition of progress report. There are two alternative, you can say, are the two basic concepts that right now we have studied. Okay, now इसको हम go through the organization and development के point of view से. That means what's the basic concept of progress report. Still जिन students को थोड़ा सा clear नहीं हुई चीजें, again we have to discuss. Basically थोड़ा सा मैं इसको बड़ी simple way में आपको explain कर दूँ. Progress report के अंदर basically simply from the word we can find out. Report क्या है? Report is any piece of writing, that is report. ये तो इसको साइड पे करते हैं, ये तो हम clear है, we are very much clear. Whenever you have to write something, that means you are writing a report, any piece of writing. And then we have to find out what will be the progress. So progress, what is progress? That means it's about set of steps that you have covered are the planned set of successions. That means आप एक के बाद दूसरा काम करते जा रहे हैं one by one, step by step. So it's steps of succession. That means आप एक काम कर लेते हैं, फिर दूसरा complete होता है, फिर तीसरा होता है, and so on. So that is about progress. Now progress can be in the way of like daily basis पे जो आपकी progress है आपने अपने boss को बतानी है. Weekly basis पे है तो weekly base की base पे if he wants to तो आप एक performa बना लें, आप एक letter लिख लें, आप एक memo की form में, but you have to explain and tell your boss this is what I have done. So weekly, monthly, yearly इस तरह report होती है आपकी progress report. So what the report is about, organization and development की जब हम बात करते हैं report के point of view से, what the report is about, what precisely has been done in the period covered. That means what's the report is. It's about the introduction, and you have precisely described what you have done in the period covered. That means in the previous session, whatever you have done, and what the plans are for the immediate future. And then we have to think about the current session or discuss about the current session and then immediate future. Like next week में हम ये काम करेंगे, next month में हम ये काम करेंगे. So ये आपकी basically this is how you can develop your you can say progress report. So what's the concept of progress report? Improvement are the movement toward a predetermined goal. The way you have to come toward, you can say, toward your goal. You have to go toward your goal. So the used to describe and often used to describe production and gaining the knowledge. Generally, for what reason? Generally, to give the information regarding your work, to describe the production and gaining the knowledge, whatever you have done. So this is very important report. There should be three main sections. Again, it's very important thing you have to know. There are three basic sections that can be transitional, you can say phase or the section. उसकी बात करें हम अगर हम progress report की. Second one is about introduction. Third one is a section giving an account of progress made during the current period. So that means what's the next thing is introduction, a section giving an account of progress made during the current period, and a prophetic conclusion. That means perceived conclusion in future. हम ये करेंगे और ऐसे ऐसे होना चाहिए. So these are the three sections. First one is transitional, then you can say present phase in which you have to explain your progress, and last one is about conclusion. That means this is how we can complete that session, or this is what we will do in the next month, and so on. So this one is about organization and development students. This is all about our first clip regarding week 14, and next clip we will start after a while. Thank you, students.